The hit. It's going to be known as the hit for a while to come. Tom Wilson destroyed Alexandre Carrier. The refs let it go. And the game and possibly the series completely shifted. We could be talking about it for a really long while. To speak about it right now, here's the coach, Bruce Boudreau. Bruce, before the hit, the Habs were leading, in position to even up the series in 2 games apiece. After the hit, the Caps scored 4 straight. They now lead the series 3-1. First and foremost, should the refs have blown the play dead?
Not at all, Gino. I mean, listen, if he had have stayed down and was in sort of a fetal position and not moving, that's when the referees blow it right away, thinking that something major is on the ice. Yeah, he stayed down for a half a second, started to moving, but then he got up and he went really slow to the bench. I'm not blaming it on Carrier. Obviously, this was a hard hit. But I mean, and then Caulfield came on the ice and he ended up playing defense and he wasn't doing a good job at it. And so that's how they scored the goal. But the hit definitely turned. Washington wasn't doing much. And then that hit and the goal combined with the goal got them really into it. And Montreal couldn't contain them after a while. Soon as they scored that next goal, I knew it was all over, and Washington was going to take it back home. So, but I mean, the hit was the whole thing, and you're right. That's what they're going to be talking about because that changed the game and changed the series, and it may have changed the season for the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay, take me into that now, Coach. So the refs let it go. Play continued. Caps scored. How crushing is a hit like that and its aftermath, not only on Carrier, but on the entire Habs team?
Well, I mean, what happens is it lifts the whole Washington bench, okay? And I mean, so now they're pounding each other on the chest saying, let's go, we're back, we can do it. And they get up by 15, 20%. Montreal is sort of cowering now going, uh-oh, they came and they tied it. What do we do now? And being a young team, inexperienced team, they didn't handle it very well, I don't think. So, I mean, once that happened, they started to backtrack and play. If you watch, even for the next goal, they're playing not to lose. The Washington Capitals are saying, let's go. We've got this game, and they're playing to win. And so obviously they get aggressive. Montreal they pulled back. The crowd or the bench or the coach couldn't get Montreal excited about playing again. That's the impact that hit had on that one hit on the play impacted the whole game.
You mentioned something really important here. I want to follow up on it. The Habs have the youngest roster in these playoffs. That makes it a bit of a roller coaster. The highs, Hudson 21, Caulfield 24, Demidov 19, Slafkovsky 21. They're their leading scorers. But that foursome of kids is also combined minus 12 in the series. How do you try to navigate that as a coach in the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Well, for the kids, you've just got to be building them up and giving them pats on the back. If you start to get too negative with these guys at this stage, they're gonna start playing like not to make a mistake. You got to let them go. Like you got to let the Hudson guy play and play. He's going to make mistakes. You're expecting him to make mistakes. You're just hoping that the goaltender can save those mistakes. But I mean, if you start taking away their confidence, I think that's one of the biggest things Montreal had going down the stretch is confidence and belief in themselves. If you take that belief away from them, they're going to be in real trouble. So I mean, what that tells me is the first period of the next game is going to be vital. But if I'm Marty, I'm patting these guys on the back saying, hey, that was an anomaly. We owned them for 2 periods. We've been the better team for most of the series. Let's go and take it to them. Bring it back to Montreal. And if we bring it back to Montreal and win, there's no way they can beat us in Game 7. We'll be ready. That's the approach I would take.
All right, Game 5 goes Wednesday in Washington. The Habs have done well there. They only lost Game 1 in overtime, and it was a 1-goal game in Game 2 until the Caps emptied out. There were 2 seconds left. So it's been really, really tight in Washington. So the kids still have a chance.